Hello everyone, this is Arvesh Khan, Subject Specialist English. We are here with a new video that is lecture number 15. What lecture number 15 is about? Lecture number 15 is the entailment of phrase. The first type of phrase we will discuss. What is that? That is noun phrase. Phrase is defined as a word or more than a word that does not form a formal structure like subject plus verb. It is incomplete in meaning because the subject is not definite to us, the verb is not definite to us, and the object is not definite to us. But these are the chunks of a sentence that each chunk is called phrase. When I say noun phrase, it means that in phrase there are two parts. One is head, the second one is dependent. In my last lecture, I discussed about this thing as well, that if there is a phrase and that phrase is a noun phrase, noun must be the head part of that phrase. So the head part of that phrase must be the head part of the phrase, which is a noun phrase. It must be noun. So in a noun phrase, what is the head part? The head part is called noun. Head means compulsory part, that part which is not optional, which is essential to be used here. So noun phrase, I say, for example, that means if I say boy, so boy is one word, but this is a noun. This noun plays the role of head. And therefore we call one word a noun. This noun is the head. Therefore, just because of its becoming of its head, we say it's called a noun phrase. So there is one word and there is more than a word. So when I say a word or more than a word, still we call them, we call that phrase. So noun phrase must have noun as head of the phrase. Now, let me give you some other examples. If it is a noun phrase, the short form of noun phrase, it is NP. Then what is the head? Noun as head. There are many structures, but let me give you another structure. We use determiner, but rather we use article plus noun. This noun plays the role of head in a noun phrase, and article plays the role of dependent. Because without head, this article has no meaning in this phrase. What is this phrase called? This phrase is called a noun phrase. So in a noun phrase, we say the head part must be noun, and we can use article as dependent in a noun phrase. For example, I say a boy. Boy is the head part and a is the dependent. It means without boy, a has no meaning in noun phrase. If I say an umbrella, umbrella is called the head part of the phrase, while N, it is called the dependent part. And in umbrella is a noun, so if noun is head, then the phrase is called the noun phrase. It means we use a structure that is article plus noun in a phrase. It is a word and it is more than a word. So the second structure that we use is dependent. The second structure that we use, that we use an adjective plus noun. It means that an adjective plus noun, this noun plays the role of head in noun phrase. It plays the role of head in a noun phrase, and this adjective plays the role of dependent. If I say boy and then I say good boy, This good plays the role of an adjective because it defines boy. It qualifies boy. So boy is a word, and combining boy with another word that is good, it means that there are two words. Good boy. So the first word that is boy, it plays the role of head. So noun is head in this phrase. Therefore we call it noun phrase. Adjective is good. Adjective plays the role of dependent because it defines noun. It has no meaning without boy in a noun phrase. So it means that adjective plus noun is another structure that we come to know that noun phrase has noun is head, a word, and is words more than a word. We use article plus noun, we use adjective plus noun. This adjective is then called modifier. This adjective is called modifier as well. So we say that the dependent part in a noun phrase must be a modifier. Means it defines, it modifies a noun. Then we have a structure of three words too in a noun phrase. What is the third structure? The third structure is we use article, then we use an adjective, and then we use a noun. The noun plays the role of head, while adjective plays the role of modifier, and as well as the role of dependent, and article also plays the role of dependent. These two parts are optional, head is compulsory. So then an article plus adjective plus noun is equal to noun phrase. What is the head part? Noun is the head part. For example, I say a good boy. A good boy. So what is important? Boy. A good explains, a good qualifies, a good defines boy. So good is an adjective. Talks about boy too. It means there is an article. Is an article. Good is an adjective, also called modifier, and boy is a noun. So we can form this structure as well in a noun phrase. But there is no formal structure. Again, let me say subject plus verb. Now, the fourth one, that is that we can use an article, then an adjective, then a noun, then a prepositional phrase. An adjective is used as modifier, and a prepositional phrase here is also used as modifier. Even I also replace prepositional phrase with another word, another phrase, that is adjective phrase. It means that these two phrases, prepositional phrase and adjective phrase, they are used as modifier. But when a modifier is used before a noun as head in a noun phrase, when a modifier is used before a noun in a noun phrase, then the modifier is called pre-modifier. And when a modifier that is used after a noun in a noun phrase, that means post-modifier. For example, I say a good boy in the class. It's also called an adverbial, in the class. In the class talks about boy. Good talks about boy. Talks about boy. It means that the compulsory part is boy, which is called head, while the remaining in the class is post modifier. Good is pre-modifier, and is an article. Pre-modifier, article plus post-modifier, they are called dependents. They are not compulsory, but rather they are optional. Without them even, this phrase is possible to be used. So noun phrase, in noun phrase, what is important? Head. So what is head? That is a noun. Let me give you another example in which I should place an adjective phrase. So placing an adjective phrase in a noun phrase as dependent, and which is at the place of post modifier. I say, he called Ali crazy. He called Ali crazy. What is he? It's a subject. This subject is itself a noun phrase because this is a pronoun. Pronoun is the close part of noun. It's a noun phrase. Then called is a verb. And Ali crazy. Here it means this Ali is a noun. But crazy is Ali or Ali is crazy. It means that the word crazy is used after Ali. But defining Ali, it means that it is used after and it is post modifier. Post means after. Modifier means talking about Ali, talking about noun. And what is that? That is an adjective. So an adjective is used after a noun as dependent. So if it is used as dependent and noun is actually ahead in this phrase, so we understand very well that dependent and head, if noun is head in a phrase, then the phrase is called a noun phrase. At the end of my lecture, which is about noun phrase, let me rewrite the structures for the easy understanding of my listeners or my learners. I say, in a noun phrase, noun must be head. An adjective, prepositional phrase, and modifiers must be used as dependent. So I talk about it. Article plus noun, article plus adjective plus noun, even article plus adverb plus adjective plus noun, article plus adjective plus noun plus adjective, article plus adjective plus noun plus a prepositional phrase. These are some structures that we use in a noun phrase, but in all these phrases we do not find out whether there is subject or verb structure. There is no subject plus verb structure. It means it's a noun phrase, and noun phrase we commonly ask one question when we use a phrase: so what? When I say a boy, the meaning is incomplete. It does not give us even a half meaning, but rather it gives us incomplete meaning, a boy. So we ask a question: so what? A good boy, so what? A boy in the class, so what? A good boy in the class, so what? This means that noun phrase is actually a word or more than a word, but it does not form any formal structure of subject plus verb. I hope so. You people understand this very phenomena of noun phrase. If you have any question regarding phrase, you must ask me in the comment, and I hope so you like this video. Please watch it, like it, and subscribe my channel English with Darwish. Thank you so much.